We're talking about kindness through this show. We're talking about food. We're talking about joy. So with that, it makes me kind of curious about talking about community feasts. So I've got Leah Randell here from our friends at First Light. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
All right, so I've been to a couple of community feasts, right? Meowpukek a few years ago, we took the show down for powwow. Same with Flat Bay. I've had that type of an experience. But with First Light, urban indigenous experience, can you talk about what a community feast is like?
Well, many times we have a lot of folks that are coming from the smaller indigenous communities in the West Coast or in Labrador, and to have a community feast there, it's more accessible. You can go hunting and you can go fishing and you can come together and connect. And in an urban setting, that's a bit difficult. So First Light would love to be able to provide the country foods to come in and have conversation and make those connections. Sometimes we'll have an actual feast if there's a certain event. It can't happen all the time like we would like it is more frequent in the smaller communities, in our indigenous communities. But we try our best to do that and to be able to provide country foods, because we know the country foods are what provides nourishment not only for the belly but for the soul, for the heart. This is something that they truly need, and that is what connects us together.
Yeah, the spiritual connection to caribou, for instance. You got a story, because we were talking before the show, right? And I was like, let's talk about some joy, and there's something recently that happened.
During Spirit Song, that was only a couple of weeks ago, I had many of our elders attend to come in and have conversations. Part of my program is to be able to speak to our elders and learn from our elders, and community come in as well. During that time, we had moose stew, we had blueberry scones, we had partridge berry muffins, and the joy that was within all the people, and the laughter and the smiles and the conversations as you're sitting down and having the food that, like I said, nourishes not only your belly but your soul.
When you hear laughter in that setting, what does it do for your soul and that nourishment?
It makes me feel very, very happy. It warms my heart. So many times we know that we have a lot of issues with food security. It should not be a privilege to be able to eat. This is something that everyone has the right to be able to have, and if we can supply folks with nourishment, and especially country foods for the indigenous folks as well, because that is something that helps mental health, it helps the heart, it helps many things. If we can do that, provide that for them, that makes my heart happy, and makes me smile, and it makes everyone at First Light just feel the joy of being able to help our communities.
In a province that talks about that, labels itself as being a well-being province, right? This fits right in with what you're saying, and to jump on your point there, joy, feeling joy, should not be a privilege. It shouldn't be a privileged thing.
Yeah, exactly. It should not be. And when we're home in our communities and we're used to coming together and we have the accessibility, and then you come into an urban setting, we need to be able to have them to be able to still have that ability to have the foods that they enjoy and the accessibility. I mean, people need food for nourishment. They need that. This is what helps. This is what brings people to be able to do many things in their life.
Leah Randell, thank you so much for this.
Thank you so very much.